puppy here. Hi, baby. Hi, guys. Okay. I'm still getting used to this whole... Oh my god. Maya, what is going on? Are you sneezing? Okay. Sorry, I'm still getting used to this whole intro thing, talking to a camera. It's kind of weird to get used to in the beginning. And I always start off super like awkward because I don't know how to talk, and then like towards the end I'm just like, oh, this is just like talking to anyone else. And then I get more loose and comfortable with the way I'm speaking, but I just don't know how to like start it off. Like, okay. Hi guys, my name is Bailey, and I just thought I should come on here and post a video giving a little bit about like nursing school, how I got to be in nursing school, like, more into like my nursing journey. But sorry, my boyfriend is playing video games in the other room and I keep hearing him yell. I hope you guys can't hear it. But yeah, I just thought I would give you guys just like a brief little like, who am I? You know? So, well, let's get into it. I'm a nursing student. I'm in my second semester of nursing school. Actually the semester's almost done, so I'm about to be, hopefully if I pass the semester, I'm about to be in my third semester of nursing school. So I am in an associate's RN program. So when I graduate and take the NCLEX, I will be a registered nurse, but it's not a bachelor's program. I decided to go the route of getting my associates and doing a shorter program to just get right into being a nurse and working in the field. And then I plan on doing an online bridge program to a BSN. From other nurses I've talked to, they said it's like a really beneficial way to do it instead of just going right into the BSN program. And it's just a bunch of nursing theory courses that distinguish an associate's nursing program from a bachelor's nursing program. A nurse with a BSN can't do anything more than I can do. We do the same things, but if you want to go higher as being a nurse, you want to work in administration, you want to become a nurse practitioner, you want to specialize in certain things like advanced practice nurses and stuff. I'm pretty sure, I mean I could be wrong, but just with like stuff like that, you need to have a BSN, a little bit of that further education. So I am planning on getting my BSN after I graduate and become a nurse, but I do want to be working in the field and just like dive right in. I just want to be a nurse. I want to be taking care of patients. I want to be in the thick of it in the hospital. I'm so excited for that. So that is what I plan to do. Then after I get my BSN, I want to go into a master's program and become a nurse practitioner. That is end goal. End goal is nurse practitioner. I really want to work with kids, specifically neonatal, so like the premature babies, and I love working with kids, so that's always what I thought I would be going into. However, in high school I had to shadow someone for our, like, we called it senior exit project, so I had to shadow someone in the career field that I was thinking about going into. So at that point I wanted to be a doctor or a PA, which is physician's assistant. So I shadowed a pediatric ER doctor, and when I was there, they actually had some traumas come in, and so I was able to see them prep and go through a trauma when it comes into the emergency room, and I loved it. I thought it was so intense, so high energy, so cool. Like, I thought that was amazing, seeing the way that they worked to save someone's life in such a trauma that's like intense, you know? And it was really cool. And actually the person running the code and the trauma in general was a nurse practitioner. So that was my first glimpse into what a nurse practitioner was, and I saw her running the code and running the trauma, and it was really inspiring. So after that, I mean, that didn't change my mind yet. I still was planning on being a physician or a PA. So I actually went to college to get my bachelor's in biomedical sciences, and I was actually getting a minor in chemistry as well, to then go on to PA school after college. However, halfway through, not even halfway through, like a year in, I realized that I kind of skipped over some stuff, because part of the story is that oh my god, okay, I cannot throw this while I'm filming. I cannot play right now. I'm sorry, baby. So part of the story is actually that I had become certified as a nursing assistant and caregiver in high school. I graduated being a CNA through a program in my high school, which I was really lucky that was offered. So I started right away working in the healthcare field as a CNA. So I got to see what it was like to be in these types of environments and deal with patients and care for them, and I loved it. I loved caring for patients. I loved taking care of them. I mean, there's always those few that don't like you and or just don't like their situation and are just gonna be grumpy and mean. And I mean, days where you have to deal with patients like that aren't the best, but there are so many other amazing moments that kind of like make up for that, you know? So I went to college and I was still planning on being a PA, but I realized that I really liked patient care. I liked being by the bedside, just like being there to care for the patient, being next to them. Like, I wanted to be in it. I wanted to be doing the procedures, and as a doctor, you're not doing that. And I saw that through working as a CNA, basically. I saw that and I was like, that is not what I want. I love being a CNA and I see what the nurses are doing, and that is what I want to do. And so I completely 180'd my life. I decided I don't want to be a PA. I don't want to be getting my bachelor's in biomedical sciences. I want to go to nursing school. That's what I want to do with my life. So I ended up transferring. I moved home. I registered at a community college and I just started working on my prereqs to get into nursing school. I was a little bit behind in getting those done. I mean, if I had decided that nursing was what I wanted to do right out of high school, then I would already be a nurse by now. But it is what it is, and I am getting there now. And I'm so thankful for the opportunity to be able to be in nursing school. I'm so glad that I am here and I'm learning to take care of people in the way that I am. But yeah, so now I am in a associate's program, like I said. I applied in 2019 and I got in for the spring semester of 2020. I started in January. The first semester was just a lot of bedside manner, basically just going over stuff that you learn as a PCT or a CNA. So I knew a lot of it. So last semester was pretty easy for me besides pharmacology. Pharmacology is a whole nother story. Oh my goodness, that class is a monster. I think if you ask anyone who's ever taken pharmacology, they're like, but surprisingly, I actually did pretty well in pharmacology. I think I might have gotten an A in it, but I don't remember. It was either an A or a high B. I got a B in one class last semester, but I can't remember if it was nursing process or pharmacology. But yeah, it was a struggle. Definitely was a very, very hard class. Okay, now she's chewing right next to my stand. Maya, baby. Hey, here. So I honestly was really lucky that I had the experience that I had as a CNA. I think it helped immensely. It was a huge step up, or it was a huge benefit. It's very beneficial to me. I guess that's what I can use. It was very beneficial to me to have that experience and have that knowledge prior to going into nursing school. I would say if you are thinking about going into nursing school, that starting off with working as a CNA would be a huge tip that I would give, because it helped so much. Not to say that it's not doable without having that prior knowledge and that prior experience, because I have plenty of friends in nursing school right now that had no prior healthcare experience whatsoever, and they are making it through. They're doing it. They're just having a little bit of a harder time because there's some concepts and stuff that like they're just now being introduced to. Meanwhile, I have been a CNA for 4 years, so I already know it, you know, like that makes it a little bit easier for me. My boyfriend is yelling again. But yeah, being a CNA really helped me out. This semester, not so much because we're into the med surg and more of like the nursing aspects of it. So like our skills, like changing a bedpan or dressing a patient, you know, like that was last semester, and that's all like CNA stuff. But this semester it's like IVs and catheters and chest tubes and all of that fun stuff. I love it. Don't get me wrong. I love it. I mean, I could love it more if we were in person and I was still getting the same school experience that I was getting last semester, which that's a whole nother story. That's too much to get into right now. It just is the way it has to be with COVID and everything, but it's definitely a different experience. A little bit of history about my career as a CNA. I have worked in home health, I've worked in assisted living, skilled nursing, and long-term care. I've had so many patients that were like so special to me, and I've lost a lot of patients that were really special to me that I had taken care of for years. And it's really hard. It's just like losing someone like in your family or a friend. Like they affect us the same way, so that's hard, but at the same time you get so many amazing memories, and I definitely think it makes you into like a kinder, more like empathizing person to be caring for someone like that. So next semester we are going into specialties, so I will start off with OB and labor and delivery, and then I will go into peds for 5 weeks, and then I'll go into psych for the last 5 weeks of the semester. I'm really excited about that. I'm really looking forward to getting a look into OB, because L&D is something, labor and delivery is another thing that I have a little bit of an interest in. So I'll be excited to see that, and also see what it's like to work with kids, because as much as I love kids, I don't know how hard it's gonna be to work with and care for sick kids, you know? A lot of people say like they can't do kids, they can't do sick kids because it's literally heartbreaking. And I agree. So I'm hoping that I can handle it, but if not, like that's totally fine. I'm completely open to other specialties. Like I said, like trauma and labor and delivery are other things that I am interested in. And also I've heard really good things about being a nurse in a cosmetics, like plastic surgery office, so that's always an option too. But yeah, I'm excited for next semester because I will actually finally be able to figure out what my specialty is going to be, or at least narrow it down a little bit more, because right now I'm pretty set on like peds or neonatal is where I'm going. But if peds doesn't exactly work out next semester, then I can say, okay, well, now kids know, so let's look into and research trauma more, or labor and delivery, or cosmetic surgery and stuff like that. So that'll be really exciting. And then fourth semester is preceptorship. So that is when we get to choose a specialty that we want to go into, and we just solely fall around one nurse, and we're basically being a nurse ourselves. So that's gonna be really exciting too. Another reason why next semester is so important, because I have to then figure out where I want to precept for fourth semester. So if I really don't like working with kids, then I'm not gonna choose to precept in peds, you know? So that's how that works. And then I graduate December 2021, and then all I have to do is take the NCLEX, and then I'm a nurse. It's kind of crazy to think about that I'm already like almost halfway through, and I feel like it's just flown by. Like, it literally goes so fast. But I mean, nursing school really whips you into shape. It really gets, like, you have to prioritize, you have to be on top of things, you have to be able to kind of put everything else in your life on the back burner, and nursing school is like #1 top priority. It's a very, very competitive process, and like this semester, it's even like more of a potential risk for one of us, or even me, like not to move on to third semester, which is really, really scary. I have 2 more exams left, and any of those, like, I could submit and just like see my score, and my life could just like explode right in front of me, you know? Like, if I see that I failed, I don't know what I would do. I think like that would be devastating for any nursing student, like knowing how hard we work in this program and how much time and effort we put into like studying to get through this, and then to not pass and know that you have to like redo that entire semester and all of that work over again. I don't even want to think about it. I don't even want to think about it because it's starting to stress me out. Oh God. I should be studying instead of filming this video. Now I'm stressed out, so actually I am going to stop filming. I think I pretty much covered everything for my nursing school journey. If you guys have any more questions, you can always comment them or whatever. I don't know how this works. But yeah, thank you for watching. Like, and you guys subscribe, please. Okay, well, I'll see you guys later. I guess I'm gonna go study because now I'm stressed that I'm not gonna pass this semester of nursing school.